I know how these creators are. I've been here since 2015. I have so many creators that get jealous all the time and just turn weird and turn on you on a dime. So I knew what's up.
You know, I kind of feel like he was talking about himself there. I mean, that's just my opinion. What's up, everyone? Carolina Girl here. Welcome back to my channel. It's Monday, May 11th, 2026. I hope all of the moms out there had a great Mother's Day yesterday. I hope everyone had a great weekend. I did for the most part, but I would like to address something that has been weighing heavy on my heart. This isn't going to be one of my regular videos, but it will be the only one like this. I would like to address the community here on YouTube and on TikTok. I'm coming to you as a member of this community first and foremost, because that is how I started out. I'd like to say this up front, that there are a lot of good people still left in this community. I've made friends with a lot of you. Those that support my channel, you've never been anything but kind, supportive, and encouraging, and for that I thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Like I have always said, without you guys, I wouldn't have a channel. I've been in this community since right before Gypsy got out of prison. I wasn't a content creator. I was just doing my own research on this case before I ever started following anyone. I've witnessed a lot and said very little, but that's about to change. It may hurt my channel and me, and if it does, you know, I'll be sad about it. It's gonna suck, but I'm being real with the way I feel right now. And I do truly care about this community and the people in it. I will say that most of the toxicity seems to come from the TikTok community. People over there seem to like to dig into people and go real life if they don't like you or don't agree with you. Folks, I'm talking about grown women acting like they're in junior high. I will say this, that with the drama and chaos, it always seems to be the same names attached. There is always a common denominator, and that just comes from my observations. If you don't like somebody, why don't you just block them? It seems pretty simple. Do you know how many times I have dug into someone that I don't like that didn't kill their mother? 0. 0 times. Do you know how many times I've gone real life on someone because I don't like them? The answer to this question is 0 too. If I don't like you, I'm not going to waste my time with you. My time is precious and valuable. I'm surely not going to waste it on someone I don't like or don't agree with. There are a couple things that brought this to a head for me. Most of it's been over on TikTok. It seems for the last month, we've had nothing but chaos and drama over there. Recently, someone went real life calling the law to someone's house, claiming the woman's husband was an illegal alien doing criminal activity. This could have ended very badly. The woman has 2 autistic sons, and I don't know these people, but I was in the chat of a live when this occurred. It was about midnight, and you can hear it going down on this live. But this woman has 2 autistic sons, and she says that they become extremely strong when they get upset. And one of them happened to come out of the room. I guess he heard the chaos or whatever, and he came out of the room, and her husband was in the back of the police car because they were trying to, you know, they put him back there, I guess, trying to get things sorted out. And so, you know, the son comes out and he's upset. You know, he sees the dad in the back of the police car. He doesn't understand what's going on. He's confused. However, she was able to, you know, hold him inside. But had he made it outside, he could have gotten seriously hurt or worse. Do you think, you know, the people that do this stuff, do you think about the consequences of your actions, you know, that, you know, what your actions could cause? What would have happened if someone would have gotten killed that night? Is that what it's going to take before people realize how serious this stuff is? Say her husband reacted wrong to the law being there and it got him hurt or worse. What would you have done? Her husband's not on social media, let alone involved in this Gypsy Rose stuff. He could have been a combat veteran with PTSD and reacted in a bad way. You know, when you're a combat veteran and you have PTSD, sights, sounds, smells, you know, certain situations could set you off. and it puts you back to whatever caused your trauma. It usually puts you back there. And he could have reacted totally wrong, and it could have cost him his life, because we don't know if he was or wasn't a combat veteran. I mean, nobody, I don't think anybody knows unless you know these people personally. You just never know. What about her son? That would have been their blood on your hands had something happened. Thank God it didn't. I mean, but enough is enough, people. These kind of annex will eventually get someone hurt or killed. What happens if someone figures out who you are and ends up on your doorstep? I mean, do you have a family? Do you care about your own family? People are crazy in this day and age. When you're on the internet, all you know is that screen name. You really don't know who is behind it. I beg y'all, please stop with the nonsense. We all came here in the name of Gypsy Rose. No, we don't all have to like each other, and we're not going to. But just move about your business and stay in your lane. It's not that hard. And if you don't like somebody, block them. I mean, it's really that damn simple. And then my next topic of discussion, we're going to move over to YouTube. My next topic is Sir Morbid. I have been asked my opinion in the comment sections of lives, and it's hard to type when you're limited to 50 characters and you have so much to say. Sir Morbid entered this community May 14, 2024, and that is when he published his first video on Gypsy. Morbid was in this community for 1 year and 1 month. He would go live every other night on his channel, anywhere from 3 to 5 hours. We would all convene over there. He seemed to be the center of our community. I never really considered him as serious or a factual content creator. It was more like a satire, kind of like jokester type. But I still, enjoyed his content. And I appreciated him, calling Gypsy Rose out, Let's see. I was a paid member of his channel for 19 months, but I canceled it once he came back and started attacking all the content creators and people that he had on his panel. Some of these people I like and consider friends. Here's a clip of Morbid picking on Haiti Joyless. And I can guarantee you she has not done anything to Morbid other than being friends with case studies. Haiti has been in this community just as long as I have been, and I've never seen her be out of the way. She has always been nice to me. She's always been nice to Morbid. She used to sit up on his panel. Haiti isn't monetized. She doesn't make money. I think it's pretty shitty that Morbid attacks her, and the only reason behind it is because she's Case's friend. And she's my friend too, and I don't appreciate him attacking her. How can I support a man that attacks a person I thought was his friend? I never witnessed any issues between them until this right here.
Christy sending the picture of Aurora to case study, that moron. And this guy just goes around, hey, Toddy, do you want the picture? And I don't know what Toddy says. She probably said, hell to the motherfucking no. He went to me. He's like, do you want the picture? I'm like, nah, I'm good. I swear to God, that was actually my reply. I said, nah, I'm good, bro. That's what I said. Because I try to keep it short with that motherfucker, because that guy just goes on like a fucking girl, dude. Just like a little girl all the time. Girly girl talk. It's like, dude, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you like that. Please, leave me alone. So God knows who he went to. He probably went to Starlight. He probably went here and there. He probably went to Haiti. That person, that winner of a person, these flip-flopper weird, they call us flip-floppers. Those guys don't know where to swim. They're on a panel somewhere. They have no idea what's going on, and they just nod their heads and say, yeah, yeah. And you're probably saying, I love Gypsy Rose. She's like, yeah, yeah. Smoking the weed. Always with the stuffed nose. Morbid. Remember those days? Holy Christ, I had to turn that shit down, man. And I guarantee you, they're all going to get triggered. They're like, he's attacking me. No, we're just making funny. We're just covering the Gypverse, and you're a part of the Gypverse. So, yeah, everybody is going to be covered. It doesn't matter who. The people in the comment section get covered. All the creators will always get covered. So, just enjoy that. So, Case is frantically going around trying.
And so, Morbid's big thing is he wants to cover tragedy pimps, right? To me, tragedy pimps are people that make money on the crimes, or off of the crime, other people's crimes, or whatever you want to call it, right? Well, I feel like this is uncalled for, but instead of anyone speaking up, because I know I'm not Hades' only friend, everyone just LOL'd it and moved on. Blew it off. And he says it's just making funny. No, man, this isn't cool. Hades not monetized. She's not making money off of anything, and hell, I don't think she's really been making a whole lot of Gypsy Rose content because of some other things that she was focused on. And overall, she's a nice person, and she doesn't deserve this. It's not funny to me. And so here, Morbid's going at Case studies, and apparently Case has some text messages between himself and Morbid.
Fucking messages.
Yay, do it.
I want Starlight to see it.
Yeah, I don't care about Starlight.
Isn't it?
I'm not her friend, you idiot.
Isn't it funny, Morbid, that you're backing up?
I think she's a moron too, like you.
Were a slimy, snaky piece of shit. And remember what you said about 1980s?
So Morbid states that Starlight's not his friend and she's a moron. I consider Starlight my friend, and I took offense to what Morbid said. Supposedly he walked it back and said he didn't mean it, but if I was Starlight, I would never grace this man's panel again. I'm too grown for some man on the internet to talk down to me and think I'm going to kiss his ass. That's not going to happen. That will never happen. And so here we have Morbid talking with Sheena and Bree.
I'm like, nope, it's not happening. So I called out Perez, and then I spoke to two people, Case, and I spoke to Hello Starlight. And I told Hello Starlight, I'm like, look, I wish you guys well. I don't want to, mess things up for you. You guys worked hard. Becca worked hard, whatever. That's where I just fell. I just fell down a little bit. But then I even shared with her, you know what? Fuck it, dude. These people backstab me. That's when Case told me about Becca doxing the baby. She was the one responsible for it. That's why I recorded that shit, because I know how these creators are. I've been here since 2015. I have so many creators that get jealous all the time and just turn weird and turn on you on a dime. So I knew what's up.
Mm-hmm. And so he stated his passion was gone, that he couldn't get justice for Dee Dee, so he was done. I guess because he decided he was done, everyone else needed to be done. That's a mighty big ego, if you ask me. The whole internet is supposed to shut down and stop making money because Morbid doesn't like it. It's okay as long as he did it and is still doing it, but nobody else can. This end part right here, where Morbid's talking about the creators turning on each other and turning on a dime, he's talking about himself as far as I'm concerned, because that's what I have witnessed. I'm not, I am loyal to a fault to some circumstances, but, not like this, he is totally being hypocritical as far as I'm concerned. And he wants to come on here and say we're all hypocrites when he's the biggest one of them all, as far as I'm concerned. One live stream, he was all for it, right? We were, kind of in the middle of it. We had just celebrated his 1-year anniversary of having his channel, or publishing being in the Gypverse or whatever, which I've had a funeral for. We are no longer the Gypverse. We are the Dee Dee verse. I'm leaving the toxicity behind. And so one live stream, we're all for it. It was going to be the year of Dee Dee. And then the very next live stream, he was like, I'm done. Which, would have been fine. But no, He kept trickling back every so often, throwing around whether he would come back or not. Then, when he did come back, he decided to stab everyone in the back that supported him. You have people that are going to go support him no matter what. And that's fine. That's fine. But they're here for Morbid and not the community. But you do have people in this community that genuinely care and get mixed up and lumped together with everyone, and that's not right. None of these people did anything to him, to my knowledge. He comes off as bitter and unhinged, like the whole internet is supposed to shut down because Morbid said so. Who is he to say who can make money and who can't? If this was anyone else doing this, it wouldn't be acceptable. And so this is a screenshot of something I posted in the CTW Discord. And because I feel like I feel like I'm a straight up person. And I want to be honest, because I'm sure this screenshot's probably circulating somewhere else. So I'm going to put it out there. I have nothing to hide. I told Axe that I pulled it and would be sharing it, and she said that would be fine. So I just want to say that I've heard many people say the Discord is the devil, but the way I see it, if you are not being shady or messy, you shouldn't have anything to worry about. And so I have 2 pieces of advice for anyone that wants to listen. Never put anything in black and white you don't want someone else to see, and never say anything in private you would not say publicly. And so here I said, I'm just putting this out there. When it comes to Morbid, I'm done with him. I was a paid member to his channel for 19 months and supported a lot of his antics that I probably shouldn't have. I was loyal to him because that's who I am as a person. If I like you, I'll go to hell and back. And if I don't, then I can't pretend to. If I don't tell you I don't like you, my face will. I've always been a straight up person. People know where they stand with me. I used to hate to hear people talk shit on Morbid, and I would defend him. I had people pipe back at me. He's grown. He doesn't need you to defend him. I get that, but that's not me. It's any one of you that I would defend if you were not there to defend yourself. Maybe thinking this way makes me foolish on the internet, but that's me, and I'm not going to change. And I'm not going to change. When it comes to, being here on the internet, if I'm aware and I know fully, legit what the situation is, and I feel like a friend of mine's being wronged, I'll speak up for them on their behalf, especially if they're not there to defend themselves. But I refuse at this point to white knight for anybody at this point. I've learned my lesson. And so I can't support a man and give him my money when he could truly give 2 shits about me or this community, while he sits up on his anonymous high horse talking about people being fake. People can use the excuse he's just being morbid. That's fine, but I don't accept that. And of course, that's just me. I'm disgusted and, with what's going on. But again, it has to do with him attacking the community. He had no problem taking their money for 19 months as an anti-creator. And now whatever the fuck he is, he's still making money in the name of Gypsy. I'm just done with him. I don't have any respect for the man. And I must add, I find it hilarious that the very people that couldn't stand him a year ago in here talking shit is now right up his ass. They all deserve each other. And I mean every word of it. And that's, like I said, it's me. And that's my opinion. And I'm just trying to be real. Like I said, I'm trying to be real with the way I feel and with my feelings. Because, I'm a part of this community more than anything. And I know my heart's in the right place. And it really offends me when people, just lump us all together, and act like there's nobody here that's legit. There's a lot of people here that's legit, and they want the narrative corrected, and that's what justice for Dee Dee is. And so again, this is just my opinion on Morbid, and it only reflects me. This comes from him insulting me, my friends, and this community. Hello, Starlight, Haiti Joyless, Apple Charlotte, Nicole, Nina, Toddy, Kobox, Dank, and so many more that I can't think of right now. But all these people sat up on his panel almost every night and he called them all low IQ adults. He stated he felt like he was a teacher for slow adults. Again, he called Starlight a moron, which we heard, earlier. I can't support a man that would talk about people that supported him and his live stream, and some of them I call friends. If anyone else calls these people friends, how could you support that? I can't control everyone on the internet. I can only control myself, and I choose not to support someone that could turn on you for absolutely no reason at all. And so then this person replied to my comment or that statement that I just made, that was in the Discord. This person replied to me, and I blocked out their profile picture and their name because I do like the person. And, so out of respect, I tried to conceal their identity. But, this person had to reply to me, even though I'm entitled to feel the way I feel, and trying to be upfront, not sugarcoat anything. So she said that, and you can see that she's replying to the statement that I just read you guys. And she said, you were one of the ones that, oh no, that's I put the wrong one up. I'm sorry. Oh no, I didn't actually. It played through. Let's put it back up. Let me pause it. So it says, just curious, why was it okay for him to attack Bree and her community, but now that it's people you like, it's an issue? People been trying to tell you for months. Morbid doesn't care about y'all. He was never on a side. He used y'all's hate for content, but it worked. And it worked until he got bored. You're not really seeing what he's saying. I mean, that sucks, but I'm living for it, honestly. Morbid is morbid and said vile shit, but a lot of them people in the chat was vile as fuck. I love seeing this. Truly a great example of karma. And so I piped back at her. That's what we saw originally when I was getting ready to read. So this is my reply back to her. I said, well, you were one of the ones in here talking what a vile piece of shit he was less than a year ago, but you surely been in his chat eating his shit up. I could ask you the same. Why is he okay now? Because I'm tired of the crap. And I just got done saying I supported a lot of the antics that I probably shouldn't have. Because it's called owning your shit, right? And so, I don't like whataboutisms. I don't do whataboutisms, especially if I own my shit. I said I supported the man I shouldn't have, because there were a lot of things that he did I didn't agree with. And so it doesn't matter that in the second sentence of my statement, I said I supported a lot of this man's antics that I shouldn't have supported. And she's always about whataboutisms. She's right, though. People did try to tell me just about every day I supported Morbid that he was a vile piece of shit. Some people went as far as calling him a pedophile. And if you remember in the statement I made, I said I used to defend him. And this is what I was referring to. They would come at me in Discord for liking and defending Morbid. And this was my response to that person. Okay? And so she was one of the many that was quite vocal in their disgust for Morbid, but she has been in the chats of his lives every night this week, eating up everything he's been putting out. Why, you ask? Because he's been relentlessly attacking Becca Scoops, and they don't like Becca, and they never have. And so this next clip is a live where Morbid is telling Sheena and Bree that the community is nothing but flip-floppers and hypocrites, and that we have no common sense.
Called community, but it's the same as every other online community.
Not
They're
Sheena
such
and Bree.
flip-floppers, and they're hypocrites too, because they just go wherever the wind blows. They go, oh, we're gonna go over here. Oh, we're gonna go over there. Oh, we're gonna go over here. No common sense, no logic to their thinking.
I saw Sheena's name as she donated $4.99 there, and so I assumed I got mistaken. I thought she was on the panel, but it's not Sheena and Bree, so my bad there. It's this Natasha Singh. I've never really seen the person before, but he's telling her that. And so I find it funny because if, I did go live, you wouldn't see me paneling the stands. And hypothetically speaking, if I was one of the stands that was treated like they were, I surely wouldn't be running up on his panel, because he was kind of vile to them. And, they were, Bree, at least, I think, it's safe to say she was kind of vile back. It was a tit for tat, just like all this shit is. It's a tit for tat, and it's not going to stop until somebody puts their foot down and says enough, but yeah. So this next clip, I'm going to take a trip down memory lane, okay? We're going to take a trip down memory lane starting back in October 2024. And so this is Bree and Morbid going back and forth.
Or are surrounded by people who dox constantly. Like, and you have the nerve to say, I'm doxing? Sweetheart, you don't know what doxing is. Putting someone's mugshot, you're actually allowed to do that. It's public information.
I'm hearing like multiple stuff right now. There's echo like crazy.
And on top of that, I cut out the first time I ever showed her picture. I cut out everything except for her picture. I could have put her name out there. I didn't.
Here, let me reconnect. There's too much echo.
There's no echoing to anybody else.
I don't hear an echo. I'm sorry, I do not allow people up that I don't know.
No,
This one guy is a former.
You know what?
Let's knock him out.
You know that people have done that to me already for one with my actual address. I didn't provide any of her personal information. That's the fucking difference.
Okay, if you could keep your mouth shut.
Would y'all like me to really dox her? Because y'all making me feel like y'all must want me to. Because if y'all gonna say,
so you're gonna threaten doxing? That's even worse.
No, I'm just saying y'all gonna sit here and accuse me of it. Y'all gonna accuse me of it.
Well, because you did do it. You did.
No, y'all are.
You doxed my photos, which is not available
That is
anywhere.
not. You cannot dox. Oh my God. Your photos are
turn off your shit because there's echo.
You literally are surrounded by.
So I believe this is back when Bree, I think that had to do with Starlight, but then, Morbid brought up his situation. I believe he was talking about when Bree displayed Morbid's ex-wife and his minor children. So Morbid's accusing her of doxing, and you can see Bree has the little doxing definition up in her box. And it had to be about the time that she must have, because she's talking about a mugshot. So I think she's talking about Hello Starlight. And so this next clip is Bree from a live she did on November 1st, 2024. She's talking about Sir Morbid and her mental health.
Whether it's to take up for me, I mean, y'all can go in there. Y'all can go in there if you want. When it comes to Morbid's live, even if y'all are going in there to take up for me, please don't. Y'all can go in there and talk about whatever y'all want. Don't talk about me, even in a positive way. I don't want anybody going up there speaking about me, because I don't even want anything to do with those people. I'm not even going to be talking about them anymore. They're disgusting. So yeah. They twist everything y'all say if I go up there anyway, even to defend me. I love y'all for defending me. Play that in a second. Hold on one second.
I don't.
I'll be right back. Talk, Gina.
I don't listen to no bad.
Or guess what they might be going on with them, or just don't. Even if you're saying it in a nice way, just don't. Just don't. It's not anybody's place but mine to talk about my mental health. I know you didn't. I know you didn't talk about mental health, but I'm just saying in general, like, don't do it because they're crazy and they twist everything people say. Like, you talk about somebody's mental health and they turn it into, oh, she's not mentally well, she's mentally unstable. They love to twist people's words. It's just not worth it. But anyways, it hurts. I drank this. I didn't finish it. Then kind of got a medium. This was like so sweet. This is the new frappe. Oh, don't be scared of them. Just don't talk to them because it ain't worth it. I mean, y'all can if y'all want to. Just not about me. I ain't scared of them. But I also am not going to waste my time talking to a bunch of idiots. That's exactly what they are. But anyways, what was I saying before this?
But she's referring to Morbid and us,
I'm not scared of them.
as
I
the
know, girl.
community. The
But it's probably going to not be a long
anti-Gypsy
live. Just because, I don't know. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, they crazy. They cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I swear, sometimes it feels like my air conditioner's not working here, and I'll be like, babe, it's so hot. And he's like, I'm freezing. It's just me. It's like I'm going through hot flashes already. I think it's just because I don't feel good. But I had a lot of sleep today. I slept all day, and then I went trick-or-treating. I haven't gone trick-or-treating in years.
I do know Morbid was going hard on her for some of the things she was doing in the community. And I do remember her being upset a time or two at Morbid. But I mean, note here that we were all just a bunch of idiots to her. That's what she said. Because we always just twist things. We never understand anything she's going through. We never understand anything going on around us. We just misunderstand everything because we're all a bunch of idiots, right? But yet, she's somehow mixed into this community, and it's all in the name of because of Morbid going after Becca. And so this is a screen record of a live Morbid crash to use as content for his live stream that he was doing. This clip is from November 28, 2024.
You scaredy cat.
No,
Go to your
I'm
echo
not talking to
chamber
a
and
grown
cry
ass
some
man that
more, you
talks about
clown.
his body.
You're a clown.
See,
See, look at you. Run away, you little piece of shit. You want some, Janet? Janet or Jeanette?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Oh, what do you want? What do you want? What do you have to say that's intelligent? You've never said anything intelligent in your life.
Really? You don't even
Oh, look at who's back.
All you
It's
do
Krusty
is
the Clown's
keep digging
partner.
down.
Okay,
You're the piece of shit.
Don't talk about your dad like that. That's not cool.
My dad's
He
not
wasn't
here.
that big of a
Morbid.
piece of shit.
My dad's not here, Morbid, but thank you.
I know. She's happy, or he's happy that he's not here. He doesn't have to deal
no,
with
I
you
was
anymore.
daddy's little girl, so
You sound like a dad.
he taught me not to take shit from men like you.
oh God.
Hey, bring back that clown, the clown assistant.
The only clown is you.
Beth, oh my God.
What? Who's this?
What's
Guys, like
that?
this dude is
That's
half
Ayla
awake.
Moose. That's the one that
See
we
what I'm
took
talking
out of
about?
the
Threatening a whole family lives. Do you think
She's
that's cool?
she's mad because she got kicked out of the Discord.
Oh, you're mad because you got kicked out of
He's a
Discord.
dumbass.
Oh my God, the Discord, the Discord that never kicks
Discord
out
that you
anybody.
say you don't dox people in, but
Who
yet
are
the
you?
first fucking messages
I
were
don't even know
doxing
who you
people.
are. Who
The
are you?
first
What's your
messages were
name,
doxing
sir?
people.
What's your name, sir?
I'm not a sir.
Why do you sound like a dude, like a high school dude on drugs or something? Are you okay?
You are definitely a man with no balls. That's
Is that your father? Is Jeanette your father? 'Cause
That's why he has
Damn,
kids
what-
in his discords.
you have kids in your Discord?
You
Well,
do.
that makes sense. Or you're a kid yourself.
I'm not.
Well, you act like one.
That's you.
You want to say something intelligent? You want to have an intelligent adult conversation? Come over here live and say it to my face on my live
I'm
stream.
literally saying
you're
it to
not
your face
sensitive.
right now.
Oh, so you can show
Jack.
off in front of your listeners?
Bring all your little misfits, your racists.
So you think it's cool to degrade women?
Bring
constantly?
Boston, who can't be a grandma because no one will
I don't
impregnate her,
hear you
number
trying
one,
to
so she can't be a
You think
mother.
it's
All right,
cool to
she just likes to go
degrade
around
women?
Boston looking like
Okay.
a meth head because we see
Emma, I'm
pictures
gonna
of
go
her.
because
She looks
this
like
is
a
what-
meth head.
Exactly
All
what
right,
you're talking about.
her teeth are
Thank you
rotting
for
out of
the
her
live,
skull.
Oh, you mean like some of your followers?
No, like you sound like a meth head, and I'm sure you're doing it now. And we can help you. Oh, look at who's gone. That's what I thought. So if you have any balls or snatches, get your asses over here on an adult live stream, and we could have a 1-on-1, or we could have a 10-on-1. It doesn't even matter. I'll take all of you on. All right? Y'all nobodies. We don't care.
take
Go
me
back to your
on.
echo chambers.
must have-
Keep
you must
crying
have
like a
mommy
little
problems,
baby that
mother.
you are. Okay, Jeanette.
you
All
got
right,
my
Mr.
mommy
Jeanette.
problems.
What you think, sir? What you think, sir, doesn't matter
If you're
anymore.
hurting me, you're not.
Okay?
So here, Morbid's going after Bree, but she dropped down because she didn't want to deal with him. And he sets his sights on Jeanette, calling her sir. And she tells him he's a man with no balls. I wonder if she still feels that way, or if she's gung-ho about Morbid now because he's going after Becca and tearing the community apart. And then he sets his sights on that other girl, and so that other girl, I think she's since left the FBI or whatever, or that community, and I think she's tried to come back to this community. I'm really not quite sure. I can't keep up with all this mess when it comes to that, and who is who, and where where they're at, and I just can't keep up with all that. I don't have that kind of time. And so this next clip is of Bree at Gypsy's book signing, dated December 13th, 2024.
Oh God.
Whoa,
Oh dear.
that's it.
Oh my.
Yo, that stomach is hanging like ain't nobody business, okay?
Wait,
I never noticed it.
what the?
It's a front bum. Oh my goodness.
That purse looked like it's holding on for dear life.
That button right there is the real hero.
She's a
Man, that's how hard Gypsy be holding on to her relationships.
Wow, that button. It must be made of titanium.
That's the real MVP.
Titanium.
But this flap here, look at this. I mean, what? I walk out in public like that.
Check your text messages.
Oh, that's baby Aurora.
Lululemon. One word, Lululemon. Next time, Lululemon.
Lord have mercy.
Even this lady is like, what the fuck is that?
Keith said, is that a Kabul tofu pup?
Wow.
Kabul tofu pup.
That purse strap look like it's really struggling.
It does.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Go back to
I feel
this.
bad, but she's like horrible. So
All right. Sorry, there's too many things going on at once here. Okay, so if I show this shot of, I think it's Brie. It's identical. Look, guys. There's the fupa. Wow.
I don't know. That's bigger than the fupa. I think that's called something else. I don't know what it's called, but I don't know.
It's those oversized, what do you call those? Fanny packs? Massive. 4XL fanny packs. Hold on one second. Oh, sorry. I'm going to let some more people on. I didn't know people were backstage there.
Good news is Bree has a new job as a security guard.
And it's only one night.
Hey, Morbid,
You know, check this out. Look who's showing up. That's why I was blacked out, right? This area blacked out. Amanda's video.
Gee.
No hero. It's the only thing keeping that perch together.
Maybe she's got a medical problem or something.
Yeah, Gypsy. Duh.
She took all the micro deletions.
Too sick.
She took
She
all
did-
that micro
she was-
deletions.
She was like 1/4 of that size when she started.
Really?
Yes, she put on massive amount of weight.
Yeah, I've seen old photos of Brie, and she was very thin, like super
Yeah,
thin.
she
So I don't
was.
know if you know her pain that she says she has is the reason of this. I'm not sure. I'm not talking shit. I'm just stating that that's what I think it was because is that's why she gained the weight.
Wow.
You know,
She gained it because of Gypsy. She
Yeah.
wouldn't get off her ass. She sits at home eating and talking about Gypsy for 16 hours binging
Yeah.
and goes through the gas station and gets snacks the whole day. Like, yeah, I mean, 1 + 1 is 2, I guess.
you know, her alone, I guess we did have a small turnout, you know, because like we can't match this turnout here. This is just this is a huge turnout. How do we
The thing
match
that
this
gets
one
me
turnout?
is that Brie has the audacity to gatekeep people from just expressing a simple and peaceful protest, but she can pull a Karen and get security on people.
So you primarily hear Morbid and Nina going in on Brie and her weight. And that's Apple laughing in the background. But she's autistic and she'll be, you know, she would tell you that herself, that she's autistic. And sometimes she laughs inappropriately and such. But I'll be honest, though, and say that she does not like Brie in that bunch. And she would never flip-flop. I could tell you that. And so this next clip is a clip of Bree's friend Katie, and she was at the book signing with Bree, and she's talking about Morbid here to Starlight.
Was dissected for 45 minutes by Morbid.
And I said absolutely nothing.
45 minutes, my body was dissected by a man who won't show his own face. He's just a voice behind a microphone. He will not show his own face. But he scrutinized my body for 45 minutes.
I don't agree with that. That is so wrong. And every with that breather, like I'm
We're dissected
as a
for
human
45
being.
minutes.
I have disabilities, and I don't like people making fun of me. You know,
Exactly.
it's not cool.
I'm the same way.
So I believe Katie and Bree are still friends. I'm not sure, but Morbid did the same thing to Katie that he did to Bree as far as body shaming her. And you heard what she had to say about it. And so, Katie, are you okay with Morbid now? Do you like him? I mean, is he okay? Is he an okay guy? Have you changed your mind on him? And so this next screenshot is of the view count of the video, that live video that Morbid did of Gypsy's book signing. And so the video was dated December 13th, 2024. And so you can see it's Gypsy Rose Protest Live, Dee Dee Blanchard Vigil, open panel. And I've got the, 21,000 views streamed 1 year ago. And then I've actually highlighted it. It says 21,538 views streamed live on December 13th, 2024. And so as of today, or when I took that screenshot, he had 21,538 views on that video. Meaning all of those people have watched him degrade, you and your friend Bree. And I wouldn't be running up to get on his panel, So I don't know. That's a lot of people. In fact, that was his, out of all of his live videos, this was his highest viewed video, was this one right here. And so this next clip is of Bree on one of her lives watching one of Morbid's lives. And this was around January 2025.
I mean, okay, and your ball sack is huge because you have not released in a very long time.
My head all the time over there. It's like, come on, look in the mirror, you guys.
If I had the book signing photograph of
speaking
her
on these
and
women,
just
Nina,
Kate,
bitch,
or Katie,
you got.
Oh, yeah.
That's another one with a
Bitch.
big noggin.
Oh, no, we spent 45 minutes talking about her looks. No, bitch, don't.
Oh, and let me
It's
pause
just
it right here real
observation and
quick.
commentary.
If you notice in the comment section, this is the live chat is actually on Bree's live. And I think she must have been live over on YouTube at this particular time. And you'll see Minnie, and then you'll see Quad with a wrench next to her name. That was one of Bree's mods on that channel. And so these are all Bree's people. And if you note, going down right above that YouTube logo, Sugar Sunday, Morbid, the kid predator. Please, parents, be aware. And so when I said that they called him a predator and a pedophile, I wasn't, that's not coming from me. That's coming from these people. That's what we kept hearing for a year and 1 month, how vile and disgusting Morbid was and how he was a child predator. And they took it, some people did take it as far as calling him a pedophile. And so I just wanted to point that out. That, yeah, that's in Bree's live chat. And it came, like I said, this was around January 2025.
Dairy. I mean, at least we're not, looking into your real life. Even
Didn't
though
you
are
dox this
the
woman's kids?
McFlurry bandit. It seems. Moving right along. As we
Nina doxes people all the time. Actually doxes.
I know this looks
Mrs. May just said that he
insane,
doxed her kids.
but it's real.
Didn't he dox a newborn 2 weeks ago?
This woman,
Dreamer,
no spring chicken, but damn.
you
Dreamer
blamed
going
your
over
own
there.
mom. You said, that's not my mom. That's an AI version of my mom.
Oh, so I think you got Annie. It's Marie's bitch.
It's all funny until Boston looks up your parents.
And I may have to play that video where she accuses her mom.
Do it.
She says, that's my mom with red hair or whatever, fake. It's AI. No, this is you. Okay.
And who are you?
Okay, that's why merchandise sales have been going down. That's what you look like. I was racking my brain. What the fuck is? I swear to God, I've seen this movie.
Swear to God.
Tell me it's not real. Look.
Boy, hang it up.
I don't tell my friends a lot about this, but I did say my friend's mother is 65 and is beautiful, and I showed
Ken is such a problem.
She tried to pin this on her mom. How dare her? What kind of daughter does that? Nobody. Loves their mom would ever pin this. Their own mother.
I'm sorry, what?
Gypsy Rose.
I look better than all of you. Like, be so for real.
Here's the thing.
Like, look at me, the jaw.
So the thing is, Dreamer.
Now,
Dreamer, you're the thing. I'll bring up some more folks here. Oops.
Wait, so she thought that picture was her mom?
Yeah.
That's why she's been losing her mind over her own picture, like her Dreamer's picture, not her mother.
I thought she thought it because it's Marie bitch had a picture of Dreamer and Annie, the little for Annie. I think she thought that was supposed to be her mom. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about half the time.
Yeah, let me try to
Dreamer
pull up
keeps
this
saying
video.
that Morbid messaged her and said he's gonna put her mom on merch or something.
Yeah, I've never heard him say that. But
Yeah, we're not going to put your mom on merch. Why would we do that? Your mom's the victim in this entire situation.
Is she
for that? I know. I mean,
Okay, and your ball sack is huge because you have not released in a very long time.
My head all the time over there. It's like, come on, look at me.
So it was kind of funny listening to this clip because Key, that's who Key was. That's who you heard mostly, you know, kind of talking at Morbid. She was actually on Bree and them side at this particular time. And so now, if you listen to one of Key's live, she don't like Morbid and she don't like Bree. She don't like none of these people on this. Or I'm not going to say she doesn't like any of these people because there are some people on this side that Key does like, but she doesn't like Morbid and she doesn't like any of the people on Bree's side. I should have clarified that before I misspoke. So I did not mean that when I said she doesn't like any of these people in this particular clip. So I take that back. And so this next thing is a screenshot of Bree from the CTW Discord dated January 13th, 2025. I did ask for permission to use this screenshot. And so you can see that Bree is calling Morbid trash. And the reason why Bree is calling Morbid trash is she says, I just wanted to say thanks to anyone who spoke up while on Morbid's panel while he was making racist remarks about my 4-year-old nephew, with a thumbs up. And so I ask, what has changed now? Why, you know, I'll be damned if I'd be taking somebody's panel that made racist remarks about my nephew or talking about my nephew, period. I wouldn't be taking the man's panel. I wouldn't be taking the man's panel if he crucified me and, you know, and villainized me. And like Katie said, dissected y'all's body, you know, on his live. I wouldn't be running and taking his panel. I mean, there would be no amount of apologies, I think, that he could say that I could forgive. You know, I couldn't forgive that. I mean, this isn't forgivable. This right here, if this is true, it's not forgivable. As in my opinion, Axe did give me permission to use that screenshot. I asked her specifically because I'm not one to take screenshots out of places or post private messages. I don't believe in that unless it's my own. And I did post my own and somebody, you know, replied, but, you know, I did ask for this permission, you know, for this permission to post this screenshot because I felt like it was pertinent to my point. And who are the hypocrites? I'm asking, at this point, you're sitting there taking a panel of a man that's calling us all hypocrites. I'm assuming you're including yourself in this, right? And so this next clip is of Bree. She played an April Fool's joke, and when she faked getting arrested, and this is dated April 1st, 2025.
So sorry. I'm sorry for those who aren't in Discord who didn't know the joke, but I had to play a prank on them fools. I'm so sorry.
And so this next clip is of Morbid attacking Bree in her forehead mole. This clip is dated April 2nd, 2025.
On top of my forehead, and it just bled over people. It just squirted shit out. And they put me in jail for assault, simple assault, and gooey assault, and and white pus assault. I never heard of white pus. But guys, I just want to tell you that, April Fools!
I tricked you. That's y'all fell for it. Okay.
Get on with the show.
So we took a trip down memory lane. I think it'd be safe to say Bree and her crew didn't like Morbid, and Morbid wasn't nice to them. Shortly after this last clip I played for you, Morbid disappeared from the community. His last real video on Gypsy before he switched was June 10th, 2025. And so here in this next clip it's one of Morbid's current lives. And not only did he attack the community in this live, but he paneled the stands. And here we have Bree talking about how she doesn't want to see our side of the community lied to and used.
Because I've seen people that's been a part of this community since day one, and that still feel very strongly like this big awakening is going to happen, and like the whole world is going to change, and Dee Dee's going to have justice, and like I just don't see something like that happening, sadly. And people getting strung along, so they think my intentions are to, deflect away from Gypsy and to get everybody to stop talking about Gypsy. I mean, everybody has a right to their opinion. I just feel like people should, even people that I don't like in this community, even you don't deserve to be used and lied to. That's how I feel. And that's not.
I'm going to pause it right there. I'm not sure exactly what Bree is talking about because I'm not a liar and I'm not using this community. I try to put out factual information and, of course, offer my opinion along with it, but I don't lie. And y'all are allowed to take the information I provide and come up with your own opinion of the evidence and facts that I provide you guys. So, we're all free thinkers here, and you don't need to take my word as gospel. I please, take the stuff I provide you and do your own research and come up with your own opinion on what and if we agree, great. If we don't agree, that's fine too. Because guess what? We are entitled to our own opinions.
Honest truth, whether you, take it or leave it. Again, like, you don't have to believe that that's my intentions when I say the stuff like that, but it truly is.
It's just a lot of the. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, for me, I'm not a content creator. I'm not monetized. The only money I make is the gifts that I grift very hard for. But if you look at these content creators, as you said earlier, Morbid, it's about Gypsy's wig or what she's wearing or how she's dancing. I don't see any single one of them doing anything to change the law. If you think that there's been an injustice here, you have the right to contact congressmen, senators, whoever, to change the law. I have not seen one do that yet. Like, society says that justice has been served. And if you don't agree with that, then change the law.
I mean, injustice, there was an injustice there. The prosecutor of, Greene County didn't do his damn job. But just like you said, Sheena, according to, the courts, justice has been served. So you are right about that. I'll agree with you there. But, and that's a big old but, your girl lied. Your girl's a liar. And the story she's put out for the last 10 and a half years has been a lie. Okay, let me break it down for you. Gypsy's a liar. She's lied about her mom. She made her mom into a demon and said she had Munchausen's by proxy, and that's all a lie. And the evidence that's come out now through this last FOIA request pretty much proves it all. And see, because y'all refuse to read that, you don't see that. You don't understand that. But that's the problem. Your girl lied. And we're trying to correct the narrative. That's justice for Dee Dee to me. Is correcting the damn false narrative Gypsy's put out for the last 10 and a half years about her mother. Because her mother wasn't this evil woman that had Munchausen's by proxy. And the way the evidence is looking, Gypsy was the abuser, not Dee Dee. And so, unless y'all want to read the FOIAs as well, I mean, you really need to stop because you don't know what you're talking about. Y'all aren't on the same playing field that I'm on. I can tell you that. Unless you're sitting in the Discord reading them. We know y'all sat in the Discord watching the videos. Maybe you're sitting in the Discord reading the evidence. I don't know. I know y'all won't admit it publicly. And so in this next clip, Morbid's asking if this side ever provides receipts, and Sheena said she's still been waiting because she hasn't seen any yet.
That they claim that they're to this side. Do they ever present receipts ever or do anything like that?
No.
When it comes to drama and all this? Or
I begged for receipts before.
They don't.
And
I
can't get them.
As long as they say it, it's true to them and their little sheep. That's how low. That's why I call them low IQ, because it's like as long as they say it, it's a fact. So.
And see, this is what Morbid really feels about everybody, because I don't look at people that follow my channel. I don't look at you guys as sheep. I don't, if you follow anybody else, I don't look at you as sheep. I mean, you're entitled to follow who you want to follow. And I always encourage people to do their own research and come up with their own conclusions. I damn sure don't have a low IQ. And I provide receipts. Watch my channel. You might not agree with what I say, but everything that I have on my channel when I do a video, it's either Gypsy's words, Gypsy's messages, Gypsy's interviews, I use it against her. And I point out the contradictions. I do come with receipts. That's why a lot of my damn videos are long like they are, because I do provide receipts. I always like to back up what I say. And so this next and last clip is going to be Morbid and Sheena talking on one of his recent lives.
Went, boop. I didn't. Who gives a shit? Justice for Dee Dee? Not happening. All right, I'm gone. I'm not going to collect any blood money.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's just how I felt, so. And
I get it. It's like people that have supported you this entire time, it doesn't go along with their narrative. So now they're like, oh, well, Morbid did this and Morbid. No, bitch, I don't want to hear it because it was fine when it happened back then. Now that he's not going along with your narrative, you want to flip the script and try to say, well, Morbid did this and Morbid did that. Well, you didn't call it out back then when it happened, so I'm not interested now. I'm just not. I find it very refreshing.
And so here, Morbid states that his passion's gone and he wasn't going to collect the blood money. Morbid, the money that you're collected and still collecting is blood money. or in the name of Gypsy, however you want to call it. And so if you didn't want to make money off this case, you wouldn't have monetized your channel to begin with. It was all about money for you too. And you know, let me show you something. Okay, this is my YouTube channel. And you can clearly see it says become a YouTube partner. You qualify to apply to the YouTube partner program. Start earning from your videos through ad revenue sharing, fan funding, shopping, and more. Got it. And I'm not monetized. I have no intentions to monetize my channel. I don't want the headache of it. I really don't. You know, I do qualify to be monetized, and you know, but I'm not here for the money. I'm here to clear Dee Dee's name, and that's my channel's only purpose. It's strictly dedicated to Dee Dee. And I do want to make it clear, I'm not throwing shade at the content creators that do make money, but it's always been, you know, an issue. Like for Bree, I remember back in the day, that was her thing. That's how she tried to discredit the content creator. She was like, well, they're just in it for the money. That's all they're here for, blah, blah, blah. And so that's why when I decided to make videos, I decided not to monetize my channel. I'm just not interested in that. And really, my only purpose of my channel is for Dee Dee. I have really no passion to like be an actual content creator. I don't hold myself at the same level as like I would, you know, Hello Starlight or Becca or Conspiracy or people that actually do this, you know, to maybe, I don't know if it could be their, you know, hobby, or it could be, you know, that's how they make their money. But I don't, you know, I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to make content every day and cover different topics and all that stuff. My thing has always been to try to be a voice for Dee Dee. And, you know, as far as Morbid's concerned, you know, I don't know. And then too many people, you know, worry about stuff that don't pertain to them. Like when it comes to, you know, who people support or, you know, what kind of money they spend or whatever the case is. I mean, it's kind of crazy. You know, it's none of your business who somebody supports or if they're giving them money or whatever, you know. And so I am someone that followed Morbid, and people used to drag me because of the stories that are out there about Morbid. Bree was one that liked to remind anyone that followed Morbid that not only was he disgusting and vile, but so were his followers. I mean, you heard it for yourself in one of the clips I provided for you. Don't get mad at me now because I believe you. Just like the person that came at me in Discord because I'm completely disgusted with this man. She was one of the very ones that liked to remind me how vile Morbid was. But she has been in his chat every night this week cheering him on. Why? Because they all hate Becca Scoops. Now, I'm all about morals and self-respect. Now, if you follow Morbid, you have to lose your morals. He did things that I didn't agree with, but still went along with and was complicit to. He went after Bree and her friend about their weight. I wasn't on his panel, but I sat complicit in his chat. I may not get along with Bree, but that wasn't cool. Morbid made fun of Gypsy's baby, but because it was Gypsy, it was okay. Again, I wasn't on his panel, but I sat complicit in his chat. I refused to discuss Gypsy's baby because she's innocent in this. She can't control who her mom is, and she had nothing to do with what happened to her grandmother. And I surely will not make fun of an innocent baby's medical condition either. And I'm not saying Aurora has a medical condition, but with the stuff that Morbid was saying about Aurora would imply that she did have a medical condition or that something was wrong with her. And so, you know, I don't know. He apologized. Ken took his panel the other night and Morbid apologized to Ken. But I'm telling you right now, if that was my baby and child, there's no apologies, no amount of apologies in this world that I would accept. All because this man is going after somebody y'all don't like. This man talked about your child and made some nasty, vile comments about your child. And that just, you know, I should have stop following him then, really. Because it's not cool. That's not acceptable. That's a baby. It doesn't matter if it's Gypsy's baby. That's a baby. Morbid made fun of Ken's sexuality. Many people make fun of his sexuality, and because it's Gypsy and Ken, it's okay. Honestly, I don't know how you can single someone out like that, making fun of their sexuality and not offend the gay community. I didn't like it, and I was uncomfortable, but I did sit complicit with it. And the same people taking Morbid's panel right now were disgusted by him calling out Ken, because they said, had he been gay or bi, it wasn't Morbid's place to call him out, but they don't mind taking his panel all because he apologized and is relentlessly attacking Becca. People say they don't want the drama, but they don't do anything to stop it. It really is simple if you want it to stop with all the chaos and drama. It takes one person to be the bigger person. Draw a line in the sand starting today. Wipe the slate clean from this point forward and forget about the whataboutisms. Neither side has any moral ground, and I have been screaming this for 2.5 years. Both sides have done some equally shady shit. You can't keep bringing shit up from the past. What's done is done. You can't change what has been done. You can only move forward. And as long as people keep doing shady shit and others enable it, this will be a never-ending story. I think Morbid is a joke, and this is just my opinion, and I'm not trying to offend anybody out there that likes him. This is just my opinion, because and the person I am, okay? I try to be a genuine person, and if I like you, I care about you, and I defend you. And I have been offended with some of the shit this man said about people I like. He's calling out flip-floppers and hypocrites, but yet he's the biggest one of them all. And then we have Bree and Sheena sitting up on his panel. They're eating it all up, which makes them look like hypocrites after all the clips I just played for you. If you're an overweight woman and Morbid picked you apart for his entertainment that 25,000 plus people have viewed, would you run to take his panel and kiss his ass? I sure as hell wouldn't. All of the pro-Gypsy people couldn't stand Morbid, called him vile, disgusting, a predator, and a pedophile. But because he's going after Becca, they are all riding him hard. Be careful who you point fingers at, because you always have 3 pointing back at you. How can you go live night after night calling us hypocrites when the biggest one of them all is you? When I first started following Morbid, he had a little over 5,000 followers. By the time he abandoned the community, he had over 15,000 followers. He built his channel from the Gypsy Rose community. Now, I understand some are here for just Morbid, and they're not here for the community, and I get that. And y'all follow him regardless. But there are many here that followed Morbid because of his content regarding Gypsy, and they do feel betrayed. And my problem is, when you build your channel from a certain community, you surely don't come back and shit on that very community. And maybe some people think that's acceptable, but it's really not. If Morbid was done talking about Gypsy, fine. Why not just stay away? Why does he have to come back and attack everyone that supported him? Y'all might like being called a low IQ adult, but I sure as hell don't, and I refuse to support someone that looks at me like that. And I'm sorry some of you don't understand that, if it's an issue, but I refuse to be talked to and talked down to like that. Anyway, I just need to stop because I'm so over the bullshit. I really am. I'm so over some of these people thinking they're God's gift and like they run the show. Morbid doesn't want to cover Gypsy anymore, and because he doesn't want to do it, everyone else is supposed to stop doing it. Morbid comes off as bitter, jealous, and unhinged, and I will still continue to fight for Dee Dee. I will continue to support and follow the content creators that are trying to get the truth out there, but this situation did teach me a lesson. I will not white knight for anyone else at this point. I know me, and I know who I am, and I can only speak for myself. Please follow who you want, but if you don't like something, please don't lose yourself, don't lose your morals or self-respect. Y'all know what's right. Thank you guys for your attention to this matter. I hope you all have a great week ahead. Thank you all for your support in my channel. I do appreciate each and every one of you. If you're new to my channel and are interested in justice for Dee Dee, please consider subscribing. It's a free way to support my channel and make sure you don't miss out on my content. Stay tuned though, because Morbid has a message to those that sat on his panel and supported him. And with that being said, y'all, have a nice evening, and I'm out of here.
Like we always have. And I think it's striking a chord. Maybe this is the first of whatever's coming next. And I don't care if Ken wants to come here, hang out. Gives a fuck. Don't care, dude. I'd rather talk to him than I talk to any of you other idiots that came up on panel. I mean, Jesus, man. It was really pulling teeth with these folks, man. It was, oh man, I felt like I was working as a supervisor of slow adults, you know, just like a special daycare center for adults that are just really slow. I mean, I really felt like that, man. And I'm like, why am I doing this? Why am I here doing this? You make me say, woo, Carolina.